ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता आयणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Shloka number 24. I will chant, you can repeat after me. अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना दैवमेवापरे यज्ञम् योगिनः पर्युपासते ब्रह्माज्ञावपरे यज्ञम् यज्ञेनैवोपजुह्वति श्रोत्रादीनिन्द्रियाण्यन्ये संयमाग्निषु जुह्वति शब्दादीन् विषयानन्ये इन्द्रियाग्निषु जुह्वति सर्वाणि इन्द्रियकर्माणि प्राणकर्माणि चापरे आत्मसंयमयोगाग्नौ जुह्वति ज्ञानदीपिते। So in this chapter, the main topic is Jnana Karma Sannyasa, renunciation of action through knowledge. Means we don't renounce the karma physically, we need not renounce, but through wisdom we become free from action and its result. Having talked about it up to 24th shloka, now from the 25th to 34, this jnanam, this vision, is compared to all other sadhanas. And for a comparison, all sadhanas are presented as yajna, a ritual, and jnanam also is a yajna. And afterwards it will be said that this jnana yajna is superior to, the most excellent compared to all other sadhanas. And by that, what is the message conveyed? That jnanam is the direct means for moksha, others are indirect means. It is not that other sadhanas are inferior and therefore not to be done. All sadhanas, many of the sadhanas are necessary for most of the sadhakas, unless person has got the background of previous janma, in this life it is required. But they themselves will not give freedom. To convey that idea, the comparison of Dana Yajna is done with all other sadhanas which are equated to yajnas. So first was saw that Brahmagnava Pare Yagnam, where a person, a wise person, is offering his individuality into this limitless Brahman. Means he understands that what I was considering myself to be an individual is really limitless Brahman. That is the final, the ultimate offering. Why it is called ultimate offering? Because in all other rituals, you offer something from you and you retain yourself. You give something what you had. Means your mamakara vishaya, the object of what was considered to be mine, that was given. Here, ahankara itself is given up. So, giving up oneself into the fire of Brahman, fire of Brahma Jnanam, that is called here Jnana Yajna. That is the real ultimate Jnana Yajna. And other yajnas are called Deva Yajna. The regular rituals are called Deva Yajna. Why? Because they are related to some devatas. We have got Vishnu Yaga, Rudra Yaga, Chandi Homa. These are called Deva Yajna, related to some devatas. And it will be shown afterwards that compared to Deva Yajna, this Jnana Yajna, Brahmatma Jnana Yajna is superior. Why? Deva Yajna is very useful, but it prepares you for Jnanam. Whereas this is Jnanam itself, and therefore it is direct means for moksha, therefore it is superior. Now some other yajnas were talked about in the 26th sloka. Sanyama Yajna, Indriya Sanyama Yajna, Dama Yajna. So Dama also is one sadhana, some mastery over our organs. Shrutradini, Indriyani, Anye. So some organs are offered. Organs are offered means indisciplined organs are offered in the fire of Dhamma. So Dhamma itself becomes a fire, and in that Shrutradini Indriyani, the all organs are offered. Organs are offered means indisciplined organs are offered. Means I see what needs to be seen. First time you don't have control. See, when you are walking and some indecent thing comes in front of you, you don't have a choice. Your eyes will fall on it and you will see it. But you have a choice whether to stare or not. Falling your eyes on it first time, you don't have a choice. You will see it. But whether to stare or withdraw my eyes, that is the choice, that is the area of choice. And using my choice appropriately is called Dhamma. Means I allow my sense organs to be engaged only which is conducive for my mental spiritual health. That is called Dhamma. And withdrawing from something which is non-conducive, which will disturb my mind. Nowadays, in this YouTube and all others, there's so many these indecent things are shown. People spend so much time, and I don't know whether they will be charging also for certain things, but people see it because they have got this raga. They do not think that how much harm it is going to cause. So that type of bhoga, which is not prescribed in the Shastra or prohibited in Shastra, is avoided. That is called Dhamma. So with reference to bhoga, what is the approach of a sadhaka? First of all, adharmika bhoga to be dropped. Whatever is prohibited by Shastra should be dropped. And second, even permissible bhoga, like I am allowed to eat sweet, but in permissible bhoga also there is moderation, which is going to be talked about separately. So in bhoga there is a moderation. Yeah, you once a week you want to watch some movie, etc., as a grihastha, it is permissible. But every day, 2 movies I have to watch, that is too much. But Swamiji, I have nothing to do. So I am retired, But it is not good for your eyes, not good for your mind. It will make you a very shallow person. When you keep on watching this program, etc., then you always require stimulation. And therefore, if you have to study something serious, you will feel sleepy. Because your mind is used to only stimulating thoughts. So, any serious thoughts, mind will feel sleepy. And therefore, there is a discretion in bhoga. Even permissible one should be taken in moderation. Alright, that is called damaha. And shabdadin vishayananye indriyagnishu jupvati. So, appropriate vishayas, the vishayas which are required for our pursuit, those vishayas are offered to our organs. So, our Shastra's approach is that there should not be any extreme. Either you stop using the organs or you become licentious in using the organs. Both are extremes. Some people, they say, I believe in freedom and therefore I will use my eyes, ears, etc. without any control. That is one. Other people say, I will not use eyes, I will not use my ears. In fact, some story comes that the person, he put iron bars in his eyes because he said, I don't want to see the world. That is wrong. So that is other one extreme. So both extremes to be avoided. Shastra's approach is have moderation in everything. That also becomes yajna. Then we were seeing in the last class that some people offer indriya karmani, means dhanendriya karmani, prana karmani, the organs of karmendriyas. So indriya karmani means dhanendriya karmani, prana karmani means karmendriya karmani. Or some commentator will say prana karmani means the function of prana. They jupati, they offer. In what? Atma Sanyama Yogagni. This Atma Sanyama Yogagni has got two meanings. One meaning we were taking in the last class. Sanyama is a technical word used in Yoga Shastra. And in that connection we were seeing there are 8 limbs of yoga. Yama, Visa, Ahimsa, Asteya, Ahimsa, Satya, Brahmacharya, Asteya, Parigraha. These 5 are called yamas. They are generally presented as don't do certain things. Niyama means certain things to be done, to be followed. Shaucha, Santosha, Tapaha, Swadhyaya, Ishvara, Pranidhanam. That is called niyama. Then asanam. Asanam means what? Sukha Sthiram Asanam. Steady and comfortable posture is called asanam. So asanam should not be so much, problematic for you. For your physical exercise you do is okay. But asanam is prescribed in Yoga Shastra not really for this physical benefit. Nowadays that is the benefit kept in mind. But in Yoga Shastra, the sadhana of asanam is to remain in one position so that your meditation is not disturbed. That is the purpose. So comfortable and sthira, steady posture. Like certain asanas, you can do it only for half a minute. You cannot hold it for a long time. So that particular asana is not right now asana for you. You can do it as a exercise, but asanam is the one in which you can sit for long time. Long time in how much time, Swamiji? There are 2 versions. One version is a heavy version. 3 hours you should be able to sit. Then it is called asana siddhi. Means in one posture you are able to sit for 3 hours. Then you can say, I have mastered this asana. Like even simple Padmasana. Padmasana means lotus posture, they call it. So Padmasana is there, Siddhasana is there. So any asana which you can sit in for 3 hours, is called Siddha Asana. And asana which is accomplished. That some acharyas say that no, 3 hours is too big. One muhurta, 48 minutes, if you are able to sit in one asana, then you have got asana siddhi. Try 48 minutes without changing your legs, hands, legs, etc. Then you have got the mastery over that asana. All right. So this is the third step. Yama, Niyama, Asana. And then Pranayama. Pranayama is generally, nowadays people do, our Ramdev Babaji has made it very popular. So Basrik, what is called Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama and all. Prana Ayama means, Prana means, Prana. Prana means vital air. Ayama means, Pranasya Ayama means mastery, control. So they say breath control. Means you are regulating the flow of prana and thereby you are making the prana stronger and is steady. Generally our breathing will be uneven, means not regular. But if you practice pranayama for a long time, breathing will be even. Not short, long, it will be even. Means it will be almost uniform. And you will be able to have this holding of prana when required. And this pranayama is connected with our mind. In Upadesha Saram, it is a Shakhayordvai Shakti Mulaka. Prana and mana, they are the two expressions of one and the same power. And therefore, if one is controlled, other is controlled. This you can directly experience. If you do pranayama for 5-10 minutes, your mind will be quiet. You immediately you see the benefit. You try, especially some this Nadi Shuddhi, etc. 9 rounds you do. You will see that this benefit, your mind is calm. So mind and this prana are controlled. Therefore, pranayama will help you to develop the mind frame which is required for meditation. Okay, pranayama. Then pratyahara. Pratyahara means what? What we studied just now, dhamma. So, withdrawal of the sense organs from the sense objects. So, when you are sitting for meditation, you have to withdraw the organs. That is going to be talked about here in this shloka. That is called pratyahara. And pratyahara means you withdraw your eyes from the forms and colors, close your eyes. And sound, if required, some people even they plug their ears. And tongue, no problem. If you don't put anything, tongue will not eat anything inside. Tongue, you have to give it some this vishaya for tongue to work. Tongue will not taste anything unless it is given. So tongue is controlled. Then smell also, you sit in a room where there is no strong fragrance or any other foul smell. And sparsha, whatever minimum touch you have got with the ground, that is okay. You don't like keep on touching things in asana or something, you keep on moving. No, you don't do it. So your organs are withdrawn. That is called pratyahara. Withdrawal of the organs from their respective objects. Then comes the next step is dharana. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara. 5 steps. Now the dharana. Dharana means focusing of the mind on one particular object. Like your camera. It was moving, it was taking the shooting of the entire thing, it was moving like this. You are doing shooting like this. Now the speaker has come. So you focus the camera on the speaker. That is called dharana. Your mind is generally taking the shot of everything. What happened there, what happened there, what happened there. From there, you focus on Atma or focus on the object of meditation. That is called dharana. Desha bandha chittasya dharana. Then dhyana means retaining that focus. See, our camera, we have focus on the speaker. Afterwards, should remain. Somebody should not disturb this what is called tripod of the camera. Then focus will go. So maintaining the focus on the object of meditation is called dhyanam. So whatever you have focused on, that object alone remains in the mind. Pratyaya ekatanata dhyanam. And when their effort to focus is gone, in dhyanam what happens? Mind goes out, again you bring it back. Mind goes out, you bring it back. That is dhyanam. When your mind does not go out and remains absorbed in the object of meditation, that is called samadhi. Samadhi means absorption of the mind in the object of meditation. And this samadhi is not something new. Swamiji, how samadhi will happen? Many of us have samadhi every now and then. Whenever you like something, that time your mind is not going anywhere else. Some people like cricket match, So that time, last over 16 runs to be done, and it's a World Cup match. So that time, nowhere mind goes. Fully is on that. Even somebody brings some eatables, etc., mind doesn't go there. Samadhi. So samadhi means absorption of the mind in the object of meditation. Effortless absorption of the mind in the object of meditation. That is samadhi. And so here, that dharana, dhyana, samadhi together are called sanyama. Trayam ekatra sanyamaha. That is a Yoga Sutra. So that sadhana is compared to yajna. So here it is said, sarvani indriya karmani. All the functions of sarvani karmani, all functions of indriya, dhanendriyas, and all functions of the prana can represent karmendriya. So all functions of karmendriya, apare, some other people, jupati, offer in what? Sanyama yoga agnav, in the fire of yoga practice, in the form of sanyama, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, on atma, on the self. Self may be of their understanding. In Yoga Shastra, self is manifold. So in the understanding, whatever understanding they have about the self, on that they meditate. And that sanyama, atma sanyama yogagna, is jnana deepite, is kindled by some viveka. Prakriti Purusha viveka is the kindling factor. So the viveka based, this atma sanyama yogagni is, on that atma sanyama yogagni, this ritual is done. So what is the ritual here? The function of Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas, they are like oblation. And they are offered into the fire of the yoga practice in the form of sanyama, dharana, dhyana, samadhi on the self, which is kindled by jnanam, viveka. So some people do this yoga practice in which they focus on dharana, dhyana, samadhi. And that also becomes one yajna. Why? Because something is offered. What is offered? The activities of karmendriyas, dhanendriyas are offered. When you are doing meditation, the sense organs are withdrawn. And what is fire? The sadhana of dharana, dhyana, samadhi is the fire. And therefore this also becomes yajna. Atma sanyama sadhana rupa yajna. And here some people say atma sanyama is manasayama. The mastery over the mind, when it is done, then also unruly organs are disciplined, unruly organs of perception are disciplined, unruly organs of actions are disciplined. So here atma sanyama yogagno can refer to shama yajna, or it can refer to the meditation on the self by the yogis. Alright. Now, in the next shloka, 5 more sadhanas are presented. And they are also equated to yajna. द्रव्ययज्ञास्तपो यज्ञाः योगयज्ञास्तथा परे स्वाध्यायज्ञानयज्ञाश्च यतयः संशितव्रताः. So he says, Yatayaha. Yatayaha, generally popular meaning of Yatayaha is sannyasins. Renunciation is called Yatayaha. But here this is not the meaning. Here Yatayaha means the sadhakas. Yatante iti Yatayaha. Those who make efforts, they are called Yatayaha. So sadhakas who are samshita vrataha, who are having firm resolve. Many people have this problem. They start something, but they don't continue. This is what's called a New Year Day resolution. New Year Day, they say gyms are full. In the first month of every year, gyms are full. Why? People say, I am becoming mota. My spouse is telling you are so fat, so fat. When I married you, were not like this. So, so yeah, wife is telling husband that you are become so fat. So when will you reduce? When will you reduce? So husband decides what? From next year, 2025, I will start. And he joins also, he pays money also. So 3 days, 4 days he goes. Said 2-3 days husband doesn't go because he had to go out of station. It's a nice excuse, go out of station. Then I was tired when I came back. So he 2-3 days doesn't go. Then afterwards, 1 or 2 days goes, again stopped. Today is very cold. How can I get up out of the bed? Like that. That hardly in this 1 month, he has gone up for 12 days. So wife also tells, see, we are paying for 1 month and only 12 days it goes. His gym is not very cheap, very expensive. So why you should pay 7,000-8,000 rupees? So wife say, husband wanted to hear that only. So I say, okay, I will not go. I always go. I will always do whatever you say. So say he will stop. This is how the resolves are like this. Not firm resolve. So in life, it is not that great people are doing something great, but great people do things with commitment. They pick up and they continue. So otherwise, when the starting of any project is there, so many people are there. Slowly reduce. When I used to start Sanskrit class in Bangalore, I used to teach Sanskrit there. So many people will join. Sanskrit. Afterwards, only one student will remain. We started 15-20 people, but then slowly one will remain. And afterwards, one may also stop. Why? This quality is not there. Samshita Brata. Before starting anything, you plan well. Think whether your capacity is there, time resource is there or not. You plan. You see your capacity. See whether it is conducive. If you are coming back from your work at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you have your dinner at 10 o'clock, then naturally you will sleep at 11 o'clock. Then you cannot expect to get up at 3 o'clock. People say, no, I will get up early morning, 3 o'clock, and do meditation. What meditation? Sleeping. So you see your resources, plan reasonably, plan realistically. You should be realistic in your planning. People don't think all the factors and then they jump, and then afterwards what? They cannot continue. Therefore, samshita vrataha means very firm, sharp resolve, means firm resolve. It is not stubbornness. If some factors which we had not planned, they come in our way, and therefore we have to drop, it's okay. Like every day I want to go to gym, but I had a fall, suppose. In the gym itself, some weight dumbbell fell on me, 15 kg or something. So now I had some orthopedic problem. Then I cannot go, is understandable. But Otherwise, for laziness you stop, then it is not Samshita Vratas. But here, the people who are Yatayaha Samshita Vrataha. Vrata means resolve here. Samshita means firm. They have got firm resolve. And this type of people, they do the sadhanas. What are they? These people only are qualified. And through people, sadhanas are qualified. Dravya yagnaha. The people who are doing yajna, the ritual, the sadhana of dravya viniyogaha, sharing the wealth, sharing various forms of wealth. So that also is yajna. You can share money, you can share food, you can share water. In some part of the country, they share buttermilk. So buttermilk is they share. In Tamil Nadu, it is there buttermilk sharing. There,
Yes.
very good. Especially in summer, it's very very useful. Huh? At that time.
Yes.
But in some place in the entire summer they give buttermilk or something. So that is yajna. You give something which is useful to people. Something useful, and it will help people, and for you it becomes a sadhana. It should not become a what is called a torture. See, you don't yourself house, you don't have food. You have 2 3 children, spouse, and you say I will do annadanam, and you take away full food outside and give. And that is not correct. In Shastra, it is said to take care of your family and share something. At the cost of taking care of your family, you should not do. Yeah, it is not that we pamper our family members. Minimum requirements of family members are taken care of. Because if you give away their share, where will they go? They also have to stand in queue because you are giving. So you are giving food distribution. Say people are standing in queue, they also have to stand. That is not correct. So this dravya yajna should be in such a manner that it helps you grow. So dravya yajna means the sadhana of sharing the resources. And Pujya Swamiji used to highlight this very much. He says, when you contribute, you grow, you expand. Pujya Swamiji's main thing was be a contributor. Don't remain consumer. Consumer everybody is. Since beginning of our life, we have been consuming. Without consumption, you cannot live your life. You cannot lead your life. Consumption is necessary for survival. Everybody consumes water, air, food, and so many other resources. It is okay. But you become a contributor as well. Not merely consumer, be a contributor. When you become a contributor, then only you are an adult. Otherwise, still you are a child. If you are only consuming and not contributing, something you should contribute into society. Because you have been benefited. Somebody contributed, therefore you could study. And therefore I contribute. That's the attitude. And when I contribute, then I become free from insecurity. The people know they have generally insecurity with regard to wealth. Always they feel what money I have is not enough, not enough, not enough. So always you are remaining in the atmosphere in the on the platform of insecurity. Then from your resources you part with something. If you have got a income of say every month 30,000, then you require 27,000 for you, so 1,000 at least you give. When you give, it makes you feel secure. Means you are able to have this feeling, without this 1,000 also I can manage. It makes you relatively free from insecurity. Nowadays in modern world, people have a lot of insecurity, so much insecurity. This carefreeness which earlier people has to have, they were not totally carefree, but to some extent they were carefree. That carefreeness is gone. People have more money but still more insecure. Really speaking, more money means they should be less insecure, but nowadays more money and more insecure. Therefore, learn to be a contributor. This is very important. Even if you want to study Vedanta, in Vedanta, finally you understand you are akarta bhokta, but for that you have to prepare your mind by contribution. I have seen that the people who do not have contributing mind, they don't progress in the Vedanta. Because the whole pursuit of Vedanta is the pursuit of Tyaga. Tyagena eke amrutatva manushu. In Vedanta, nothing is to be gained. What Vedanta is saying, whatever you are holding on to, that is to be dropped. You are holding on to your body as myself. Drop it. Drop there your I notion in the body. Drop your I notion in the mind. Drop your I notion in the intellect. And own up your freedom. So whole pursuit of Vedanta is the pursuit of renunciation. And this renunciation pursuit is suitable only for the people who have got the mind to renounce, mind to let go, mind to contribute. If that is not there, all the time holding, tight fisted people like this. For them, Vedanta is not there. Vedanta is there for people like this. See, even you do the tight fisted, you are tensed. When you release, you are relaxed. When you do like this, you are relaxed. You do like this, right? So Vedanta says, learn to contribute. Whatever small thing. I don't say you contribute whole salary. No. From that, at least 1% or 0.5%. 1% is very big. We cannot ask nowadays 1%. Swamiji, my salary is 2 lakhs. 2,000 every month shall I give? No. Okay, 0.5% to give. Learn to give. That is a very important for sadhaka. And we don't say that you give in Arshavidya Gurukula. Because people think, Swamiji, you are talking all these things because you want some donation. No, I am very contented. We have enough. We, by God's grace, we always feel we have enough. You give wherever it is required. Whichever cause is dear to you. If some education is very dear to you, give that. Some medical cause, very dear to give that. Food, you feel that people are hungry, give food. Give, learn to give. Small thing, but learn to give. That is Dravya Yajna. And when you are doing it, do it as Yajna. By this sharing, I am serving the Lord. That is Dravya Yajna. So I am not really obliging. See, one thing is that when we are giving to somebody, that sense of superiority, okay, ठीक है, ले जाओ, take. That's not correct. Give very respectfully. In fact, you should thank the receiver because you want to give. You want to earn some punyam by giving. There should be someone to receive. If somebody is not there to receive, how can you give? You know, that problem we see in some type of dhanam, there are not receivers. Like if you want to give some oil, after seeing your picture in, you know that you see your figure in the oil and you want to give that. Nobody is ready to take. In fact, they take oil and plus dakshina, then only they take oil. They are charging for receiving oil. It is just an example. Like that, if you do not have receiver, how can you give? Many times it happens with me. Now it is less, but sometimes somebody has brought some food. Now here it doesn't happen, but in Bangalore it should happen. And food is there, so much is there. and I don't feel like wasting, then whom to give? I come out and nobody is there. But by chance I get somebody and that person says, "Will you take this?" He says, "Yes, I will take." I will really thank that person. Why? I didn't want to throw away. I wanted to give, and this person is ready to take. I really thank him. Like that, even when there are so many people to receive, but receiver is giving an opportunity to grow. So thank the giver. That is called real giving. When you do not have arrogance of giving, you have but the humility in giving. That is Dravya Yagna. It's a very important in our tradition. This Dravya Yagna is highly emphasized. In family also, they always teach give. Elder brother is taught, learn to give. And anything comes in the house, it should be shared. So sharing is very important quality highlighted in family. But nowadays, there is a single child. So the child doesn't know what to give, always receives. He doesn't know how to give. So he always thinks the whole world is meant for me. So anybody goes against him, he feels why? Because not ready to adjust, not ready to share. Anyway, that is a different thing. But whenever Bhagavan gives you opportunity, give. That is Dravya Yagna. Then Tapo Yagna. The yajna means the sadhana, dedicated sadhana in the form of tapas. What is tapas? Willful self-denial. Shastriya margena kayendriya shoshanam tapaha. So you deny yourself something deliberately. Like one day you say, I will not eat today. So you deny yourself of some food. That is called tapaha. Ekadashi tapaha. Or you deny yourself of talking. You are a very talkative person. One day you keep maunam. Very difficult. Whole day, Swamiji, you will say, whole day? Yeah, whole day, yeah. That is tapaha. Maunam is tapaha. Especially for a talkative person. People, I really am surprised. People find Swamiji, whole day I cannot do it. Then I give discount. 75% discount. I said 6 hours you do at least more. Not night. So Swami, yeah, 6 hours means 9 to 12. Not that. Waking hours. That is also tapaha. And in Shastra, some specific tapas are talked about. So I thought I will share about it. One tapas is called Chandrayana Vratam. In Chandrayana Vratam, what is done? That depending upon the waxing or waning of the moon, you increase or reduce your morsel. So what you do it, like you start your vratam on Purnima and you can have this 15 morsel. Next day will be Amavas, the next day will be Prathama, Krishna Paksha. So you do 14. So Prathama you do 14. Then 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 14th day it will be one morsel. Amavasya you do Upavasa. And then again, from next day, again one morsel you take. Shukla Paksha. 1, Dvitiya 2, Tritiya 3. Like that you increase. And again, Purnima you come and you complete, that day you have 15 morsels. And that is will become 1 month Vratam. So this is called Chandrayana Vratam. Why Chandrayanam? Ayana means movement. So this Vratam is connected with the movement of the sun, moon. Therefore it is called Chandrayana Vratam. Another Vratam is just nice to know how nowadays people don't do it, but just nice to know what people were doing. One is called Prajapatya Vratam. Krichra. Prajapatya Krichra Vratam. In that, 3 days you eat in the morning. Only one time you eat. Morning means not 7 o'clock or something, like 10, 11 you eat. Only one time. Daytime you eat, morning period you eat, means lunch you take. 3 days. One. So one time only you eat. Next 3 days you eat only in the evening. Whole day upvasa, evening you eat. So 3 plus 3, 6. Next 3 days you eat only if somebody gives you food. Ayachita annam. And you should not tell people that say I am going to do vratam. Biscuit leke aana. So eh? Nobody is at upvasa. So that's why you learn. This is also a very important part. In life, we want things go our ways. So we are not ready to surrender to the totality, surrender to Bhagavan's wish. So this provides you that opportunity that I will eat if I am given. In fact, for some sweet also, I used to tell somebody this vratam. This one lady was very fond of sweet. Then I said, you drop sweet. Dropping sweet is very difficult. Then I said, you eat sweet when somebody offers you. On your own, you should not eat. That also is a vratam. You can eat, take sweet. But when? Only if somebody asks you. Somebody gives you, eat. On your own, you don't eat. That also is a big vratam. So how much sayama you can have, it is there. And you don't take on your own. You are happen to be house lady. So you only cook. But even if you cook, you should not eat. Unless your spouse or children say, Amma, why didn't you eat then? I didn't eat. Why didn't you take? Then you take. Please take. Then you take. That also is a vratam. It's a nice vratam. Alright. So 3 days you eat ayachita annam. Ayachita means unasked. Means you did not ask, food is given to you. That is called ayachita annam 3 days. So how many? 9 days are over. Next 3 days, not that you go to 5-star hotel and eat, upvasa. So next 3 even ayachita you cannot take. Means even somebody offers you, that also you cannot take. So this is a 12 days vratam. So whenever you have got weight reduction you want to do, you do this. So it was good. Prajapatya Krichra vratam. Another one is Santapana Krichra vratam. Santapana Krichra vratam means in that it's very difficult to do. That cow dung, cow urine, milk, ghee, curd, and kushodakam, the grass water, the grass you put in water, and that. All these 6 things, this you mix up and take it one day. One day that alone you can eat. That is not specified how many times you can eat, but I don't know, whatever. Unlimited. So you eat. And next day upvasa. After one day eating all this, one day upvasa. That is called Santa. Only 2 days vratam only. Santapana vratam. And in that also Mahasantapana vratam is there. Very interesting to know. I liked it. So Mahasantapana means what? One day you take one item only. Very difficult. One day cow urine means cow urine only whole day. I did not say first one. So, and then ghee means whole day you can eat ghee only. Whole day you can eat milk only. Like that and one day kushodakam, grass water. So like that 6 days you do, and next day you do upvasa. 7 days vratam. It's called Mahasantapana vratam. So all these are the vratam. They are called tapaha. But we, for our simple vratam is what? Observing maunam, or once a fortnight we do ekadashi. These are the tapaha. And that tapaha is yajna. Is a dedicated sadhana to yajna. So some people do this. There are some people who keep on doing upvasa. Today is a Thursday, and today is Ekadashi, today is a Pradosha, today is a Sankata Chaturthi, and all. So these people will be called what? Tapo Yajnaha. These are the words for people. Tapo Yajnaha. Then Yoga Yajnaha. Yoga Yajna means people who are doing the yoga sadhana. In the previous one, what is Sanyama, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi only. Here they are doing Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama. All these sadhanas, they are called Yoga Yajna. And Tatha Apare, and similarly other people, Swadhyaya Gnana Yajna. Swadhyaya Yajna means every day chanting the Vedas. That chanting is a very big sadhana prescribed in our Shastra. Every day, everybody is supposed to chant some Shastra. Vedas primarily, if not Vedas, nowadays Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Sahasranama, but some chanting should be done. That is called Swadhyaya Yajna. The people who are doing this called Swadhyaya Yajna. And what is the benefit? See, at least for that much time, your mind is relatively away from the worldly things. And this chanting itself gives you punyam. And that will help you to get the purity of the mind. Therefore, every day we can have this particular habit of doing some chanting. Then Jnana Yajna here has got specific meaning. Jnana Yajna means understanding the meaning of the Shastras in general. Not like Vedanta study is not talked about. Studying like Purva Mimamsa, studying this Vyakaranam, and studying the meaning of the Vedas, words of Vedas in general. That is called Jnana Yajna. So some people are committed to study the Mimamsa, means the analysis of Vedas. Some people are studying grammar. If you want to study grammar thoroughly, it may take 12 years. So much study is there. That Mahabhash, there is a main Vyakarana book is called Panini Ashtadhyayi. So Ashtadhyayi is there. There are so many, 8 chapters are there. And I think 2000 plus or something, or 4000 some sutras are there. And you study with the commentary. Mahabhashyam is there, means great commentary by Patanjali. And on that there are commentaries, Manjari, etc. So if you keep on studying, it takes about 12 years if you study well. All with all the Gana Patha, Dhatu Patha, and all you Linga Sasana, there are so many texts related to that. If you study them and by heart them, 12 years. So it is Yajna. In our tradition, every sadhana is looked upon as Yajna. Now also what you are doing is Yajna. Is a Yajna, Dhyana Yajna. Swami Chinmayan used to call it Dhyana Yajna. So in our tradition, we do not look upon any activity as non-sacred. Every activity is a sacred activity. No secular. Puja Swamiji used to say we don't have anything secular except government. So in those days, nowadays government also is not that secular. So every activity, even see we brushing the teeth in our tradition, there you chant shloka. For brushing the teeth there is shloka. For bathing there is a shloka. Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Shloka. Bhasma you put, there is a shloka. Food you eat, there is a shloka. For everything says there is prayer in shloka means prayer. You need not remember shloka. You remember Bhagavan while doing the activities. That is why it is called Yajna. That is why in our tradition, the maintenance of purity in activity is very important, because all activities are looked upon as religious activities. Your cooking is a religious activity. Why? Because when you cook, you are going to offer Naivedyam to Bhagavan. So it's a religious activity. Therefore, purity in the kitchen is so important. You take, generally nowadays it is gone, but earlier days people take bath, then only enter into kitchen. And when lady is in the kitchen, she does not touch anyone. Puja Swamiji used to say that we used to threaten our Amma. You give me this, otherwise I will touch you. He said, I used to do like this. Means I will touch with this. So Amma has to give. With so much value for purity. Achara was there. Why? Because all activities are religious activities. So that is a very beautiful approach. That let the whole life become sadhana. Let the whole life becomes yajna. So whatever you do, you bring Ishvara. Puja Swamiji's very beautiful expression. Bring Ishvara in your life. Whatever you do, bring Ishvara. Talk to somebody, bring Ishvara. That's why they, in our tradition, Rama Rama Rama, they will say, something happened, Rama Rama Rama. Even somebody sneeze, they remember Bhagwan. That is the great culture. Everything is connected to Ishvara. The yajna. So Swadhyaya yajna. Now also what you are doing is Jnana yajna. Studying the Shastra in general and also by extension studying the Vedanta is Jnana yajna. And these yajnas are done by various people. Now, see, 5 yajnas are talked about in this shloka. Dravya yajna, the sadhana of sharing the wealth. Tapo yajna, the sadhana of doing austerity. Tapas means austerity. Yoga yajna, the sadhana of yoga practice. And Swadhyaya yajna, the sadhana of chanting the Vedas, all the scriptures by extension. Jnana yajna, the sadhana of understanding the meanings of the Shastra. These are the 5 vartas. Now in the next shloka, one more yajna, one more sadhana in the form of pranayama is given, which we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.